Hello, is it me you're looking for? Oh, Cecil went live for the first time in about, is it a month or 2 months? But I did notice that Cecil was posting a lot of these AI generated images on Facebook. Now, my background, I've been involved in art therapy, and people used to come in, and they were troubled people, and they would express what was on their mind through art form, and would go through a year-long program of art therapy. And you look at the beginning where they had all these flipping nightmares and expressing those nightmares in a kind of a horror type artwork, to being more content with themselves by the end of 12 months and expressing more positive art in the line of maybe interests or their environment around them, if they live in the countryside. I remember a farmer came in and he had this really horror werewolf, mouth open, another mouth open, and it gets smaller and smaller, and it'll like the mouth was a void. I remember that, and it was flipping over 15 years ago. By the end of the 12 months, this guy was a landscape artist, drawing and painting sheep and mountains and farm scenes, because he's got a farming background. But Cecil's AI on Facebook at times was a bit troubling, and it gives me the impression that he's not completely content with himself. But he's going to try and spin the psychic thing around, because he did put up images of Cincinnati on fire, and there was a bridge and stuff. Yesterday, a fire started in Cincinnati over a overpass, highway kind of thing. And what Cecil's going to be talking about is manifestation of that. Did he manifest it or whatever? Maybe he's speaking that he's manifesting the picture, but yeah, let's get into it. Of course, Cecil hasn't mastered the art of screen recording yet, so we're going to have to put up with this.
There's this AI thing on Facebook that allows you to use your imagination. I would do pictures like heaven on earth. Cincinnati is heaven. Cincinnati is hell. Cincinnati peaceful with Superman flying through the sky with you.
Yeah, the Superman going through the sky, that gave me the impression of a certain amount of narcissism, where the Superman was actually Cecil, and he's the hero kind of thing, putting himself in that kind of thing. But these images here, yes, we've got the right to express how we feel in that. But sometimes, and a lot of times, when people do these kinds of art, it's actually a physical representation of what's on the mind. You know, it's like seeing into the mind's eye.
UFOs. Cincinnati with the devil fighting Satan.
It was the devil fighting God, I think. I think he slipped up his words there, but yeah.
All kinds, right? And I did these over a week before the fire in Cincinnati.
That is true.
I just find it ironic that I was doing these imagination Cincinnati pictures of AI, because I've had nightmares of nuclear warheads dropping on us and things of the sort.
If there's nuclear warheads dropping on the pictures that you've drawn, are you going to be worried now that there's going to be nuclear warheads dropping on you, seeing as you got this one actually pretty much right or very close? And it's not a psychic thing as such. It's a very, very spot on coincidence, let's just say.
And I just kind of wanted to manifest it a little bit when it comes to seeing it on a picture in real life.
Right, when he says he wanted to manifest it, he didn't want to manifest it physically, as in create the fire. He wanted to manifest it in a picture. But this, at the same time, this kind of gives you an insight into what Cease's mind is like sometimes, which I would not like to be in a lot of the time.
Because the possibility came abroad when AI was created for Facebook posting. Pretty wild, if you ask me.
Uh, I know people like to make creative art, and sometimes it's kind of negative or demonic or blah blah blah. But I kind of find it strange knowing that sometimes when we create art, it's a physical manifestation of what's on our mind. And if this is on your mind a lot, there's troubles in there somewhere.
These are all AI generated Cincinnati photos. You just type in what you want to see and AI generates the photo for you. I just find it very ironic that I created pictures that shows fires in Cincinnati.
In this particular case, I would ask, what was on your mind that day? Was there anything troubling you? Because if you're having a good day and you're having a nice positive day with your family and stuff, would you create this picture? I don't think so.
And next thing you know, we got this crazy fire at Sawyer's Point.
Oh, Cecil was having a good day when he put this one out. Be interesting. I don't give a shit really, but it'd be interesting. Was this on the same day that he created these other negative images? But that's very nice, actually. He must be having a great day, or he got some that night, if you know what I'm saying.
See, here's one that's supposed to be like heaven in Cincinnati is heavenly, you know?
And were you in a good mood that day? Were you happy, or did you get some that night? It seems to be a positive picture. If you know where I'm going with this.
So, as y'all can see, I was typing in other types of things when it comes to Cincinnati. Not just, fiery type of scenes or anything, but this is the one the devil takes over Cincinnati.
Do you know? As I said, people, that looks like an album cover for a heavy rock band or whatever. But at the same time, when you have free reign, or if you're having these kinds of nightmares, there's something, that doesn't sit right here. If you know what I'm saying.
Nuclear warheads dropping it over Cincinnati.
It's kind of like glorifying the negative experience, if you know what I'm saying.
Cincinnati. Nuclear warhead over Cincinnati. Um,
There's a lot of negative pictures here of burning Cincinnati and the devil in Cincinnati. There's a number of questions you could ask there. Have you had some sort of negative experience of Cincinnati? Or, you know, something in this line when you create these images to glorify a negative experience in Cincinnati or something. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Cincinnati is hell on earth. Pretty wild. I just thought that was very. What are the coincidences? It's almost like you can manifest things by thought. I think it's unfortunate that the fire happened in Cincinnati. No YouTube haters of mine. I did not start the fire in Cincinnati. I worked too much. I wouldn't have time to do it anyway. And second, that's taking a risk of hurting somebody, and I would never hurt anybody. And three, that's just wrong to do. And
Cecil, don't worry about it. We're not saying that you did. For the main reason, I don't think you could even pull it off and get away with it. Because you can't pull off anything and get away with it. Except your pee-pee.
four, I just thought it was ironic that I was creating AI images of hell on earth in Cincinnati, and next thing you know, a fire so large in Cincinnati, it was almost like hell on earth.
Yeah, it kind of can be surprising, but still and all, I would say that was a coincidence. It's nothing to do with psychic intuition or whatever. I don't think so. You know, yeah, I sometimes can get up and walk over to the kitchen window, and for no reason that I can think of, and then I look out the window and somebody's pulling up outside my house and is about to ring the doorbell. Is that a coincidence? I don't know. But here Cecil, I think, is trying to find somewhere where he can fit into this and make himself out to be the very important one here, which he tries to do on a regular basis, if you know what I'm saying.
I hope they find out if somebody started it, how it was started, and if somebody did start it, that they bring them to justice.
Here's Cecil going down the negative route of somebody doing something bad when it was most likely a bus fire or a car fire or a truck or whatever. You know, he jumps into the negative of somebody doing something bad. Cecil does have a problem with people, so I can imagine that's the way he would go down first. That's the route he would go down first. Somebody doing something bad. Now, maybe it's right, maybe he was right or whatever, but it's kind of interesting that he always goes down the line of malicious intent before he goes down the route of an accident, you know?
Sawyer's Point is a place where kids play, and we need to keep our kids safe. So, if it was arson, I hope they find out who did it. So give me a second, just to give y'all a little vision of what I'm just now seeing images of the damn fire. Actually, people's been telling me about it, and they've been detouring the highway and blah blah blah. Well, I was kind of interested in checking out what it was all about, and it's worse than I thought it was.
Right. Do you think, while Cecil is reviewing this news footage, that these two people here are not going to be the victim of name calling. If you think that Cecil will not be name calling today, well, you'd be fucking wrong. Because Cecil always has to get something in on other people. Cecil has a problem with other people because everybody around him is complete idiots and he is the one with the brains. It comes out an awful lot where everybody around him is a complete and utter idiot, and whatever he says, he's always the righteous one. It is coming.
Right now, I believe this is the Sawyer Point Playground underneath the Big Mac Bridge, on fire this morning. Apparently started as a vehicle fire on the bridge itself.
A vehicle fire on the bridge itself. I knew by looking at the fire that it was some sort of vehicle fire, but here we go.
Wasn't the vehicle that started it? It started below. It doesn't spread down. Fire don't spread down.
Cecil, yes, fire can spread down if an object like a vehicle is on fire and there is fuel in that vehicle. If the fuel bursts out and it starts it tries to flow down. It's called gravity, Cecil. So yes, fire tends to spread upwards, but it can spread downwards if there's liquid involved in the fire or plastics.
Because of this fire, and
The fire spread from below and up. These people are idiots.
You see, Cecil always has to fucking name call at every opportunity, Cecil. Cecil, do you not fucking realise that every time that somebody says something wrong, that you have to resort to name calling? There's no fucking need for it, Cecil. You see, then you wonder why people don't like you. People don't like you, not so much. Yeah, well, that's part of it. When you were 15, 16, 17, living with your aunt, and you didn't take any responsibility for what happened then. But even if it was, there was nothing like that involved at all. The very fact that you attack people at every opportunity, you came into people's communities and you had to be banned because you couldn't stop name calling, especially women. So, he couldn't even do a video like this without fucking attacking somebody. And then he wonders why he gets trolls.
These guys on the news really just said that the fire spread down.
Which could happen if the fucking car or vehicle was on top of a bridge and fuel and plastics flowed from that vehicle down off the bridge, Cecil. Oh my God. You see, Cecil always has to be fucking right.
For the whole thing to reopen. And that was
Karma, Cecil.
This though was underneath and on top. There was concrete falling. Just don't know how long it's going to take to inspect this thing and make sure it's safe.
Right. Clearly today, the rest of probably the morning into the afternoon, not going to be open for sure as they continue to investigate and see what's up with that. But you're going to need to find several different detours. As are people who aren't aware of this, that's going to cause the biggest headache. Is you're going to have people coming in going, "Whoa, what's going on?" And then
Cecil, can you not get a screen record for your phone? Like what I'm doing here, and I'm screen recording you, and I have my little bubble over here. It's very good. I'm not very good with technology, and I've only discovered this, and it's fucking great. I used to do what you do, but there's an easier way, Cecil. It's a little bit more professional, if you know what I'm saying. Even though I'm not very professional at all.
This right here is some live feed.
Now to the class action law.
Oh my God, I hate this shit.
You see, that's karma, Cecil. You manifested something bad to happen to you because you call them two newsreaders idiots.
Look how big the fire was. The whole park at Sawyer's Point was caught on fire.
Yeah, that does
Right below
look
the
like
highway.
that looks like a
The
petroleum
road was
fire.
buckling and everything. It's crazy.
You know, we're going to get some psychic Cecil videos after this. Cecil digs really, really hard to make himself feel special. So he's going to say he predicted this fire, and every time, every so often, he's going to bring that up. He's going to say, I predicted this fire by painting a picture.
It was melting the steel of the highway.
Yes, I was listening to the newsreaders, Cecil. That's a big ass fire.
I think it was deliberately said, honestly.
You are an idiot, Cecil. I'm sorry. You know, but you fucking attack other people and that. What did the newsreader say, Cecil? It seemed to be a fucking vehicle that was on the highway and fucking it went on fire and the fire spread down, would give you an indication, Cecil, that there was fuel in that vehicle. Bloody hell, Cecil. And not every fire, vehicle fire, is arson, Cecil. I was driving a number of months ago. You'll see it on my main channel, where I was driving along this road, and I seen a ball of flames on front of me, and there was an Audi S6 on fire in the middle of the flipping road, and I had to stop, and I was wondering where's the person and all the rest of it. That was scary as fuck, because I was going over and I says, where's the person? Where's the driver? And I was trying to get to the car, and it was really, really hot. And then the person came out of the nearby house, and I said, thank God that they're actually safe. You know? But, you know, it was most likely a fuel line against a hot exhaust or a hot engine component or something like that that caused that particular fire that I came across. See, Cecil's going down the road of malicious intent, and that because he's got a negative frame of mind all the time.
There's a lot of mentally ill walking around Cincinnati and downtown.
What's that got to do with the price of fish, Cecil? Cecil, you need to get some help. This is more sinister than I thought it was. Cecil, there was a vehicle fire on the fucking highway. What's that got to do with homeless people? Or mentally ill people? You are going to bring up homeless people. And the things you said about them. Prick.
A lot of homeless people pooping on themselves and...
What the fuck is wrong with you, Cecil? First of all, you fucking called the newsreaders idiots. Now you're talking about mentally ill people in Cincinnati. Everybody around you is fucking mentally ill according to you, Cecil. Do you not see where there's a fucking problem there? And now fucking homeless people pooping on themselves. Cecil, how many times in your lifetime were you close to being homeless? Where you couldn't wash your clothes. You couldn't get access to facilities and that. That is happening in this world. And sometimes it's through addiction like alcohol and drug abuse or whatever, but sometimes it's not. It's just a horrible circumstance where a family is broken up and somebody ends up on the street. Sometimes it's not their fault, Cecil. Don't know why you have to keep attacking people around you and make yourself out to be the Superman, the one that has the intelligence. You know, this is what pisses me off about you most of all.
Nobody was injured, thank God.
So much dead air. Cecil, I could have flipping went and fucking looked at this for myself. With more fucking quality than you recording your tablet here. Fucking hell. That's definitely a fuel fire.
Yeah, I just think it was ironic that I was creating AI images of Cincinnati as hell on earth. The next thing you know, this happens. It blew my mind. I remember being a little boy. My dad would tell me, stop drawing those evil ass pictures, man. You're going to manifest something.
Your dad probably says stop drawing those evil ass pictures because very often, as I said before, when it comes to art, art is sometimes a picture into the mind. It's not about manifesting things. You didn't manifest this fire with your brain power, especially your brain power. So stop fucking making this about you and how special you are, Cecil.
And you're going to bring something into reality that you're not going to, want here.
Cecil, we're delving into the fucking realms of the paranormal here. Do you think in your mind that you could manifest this fire with your brain power? You know, even if that was the case, how would you prove it? Yes, it's fucking a really, really big coincidence that you put up pictures of Cincinnati on fire last week and this happens. But what is the odds of that happening? A big city, a big fire. Do you know? It's a fucking, it's a coincidence. That's what it is, Cecil. It's a fucking very big coincidence when I understand the excitement when you make this picture, this AI picture, and then a big fire happens. I understand that, but it is still a coincidence. You're not psychic. You're not that special, Cecil. So stop making it about you. That's a narcissistic trait that you tend to have.
Now I dig what he's saying. Almost looks like a forest fire in the city, man.
No. It was a forest fire. There'd be white smoke, most likely. Not this thick black smoke, which tells me it's a fuel fire, so I saw.
Yeah, the road's buckled. That's crazy.
Yep. Are we
It's a beautiful
finished?
park they got under there too. That park's been there since my childhood, and they're constantly changing it due to construction and stuff. Yeah, performances down there at Sawyer's Point. You want to know about Sawyer's Point? Look it up. Very
That's-
beautiful Cincinnati Park in downtown Cincinnati.
That's a big fire.
I thought I would just share that with y'all. Peace.
Ew. You see, you couldn't even fucking cover the news without calling somebody something. You know what I mean? Right, here's him. Before I finish, because I'm not doing another fucking video after this today. I have things to do. No. Oh, this one. This world is full of hate. Cecil, you saying this world is full of hate. And from the words of Michael Jackson, if you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. Do you know? Fucking hell, Cecil. Why do you have to call everybody around you fucking idiots? Do you know? You think you're smarter than everybody else. You think you're more special than everybody else. I reckon you'd fucking throw your own family under the bus to fucking save your own ass.
I want you guys to hear this because it's so fucking true.
We're most likely just going to hear it because I can't see any fucking thing.
In the last 10 years, this is all what the internet is. So, let's listen to what this man's got to say.
I'm going to fucking disagree with you. But let's see what this man has to say and what you have to say about that.
I've watched literally the first person the internet ever tried to cancel. You can go online and check it. You can see the algorithms. You can see the choices. Since 2006, the internet has been telling you not to fucking see me perform. Comedians, people talking mad shit about Carlos Mencia. Some of you will find out when you post on your social media that you saw this show. And they're going to say some stupid shit like, well, whose jokes did he tell? You know he's not Mexican. You know he's not even Arab. Anything to diminish whatever accomplishments I have. Because that's what we do in this country. We don't want to...
I kind of agree with you in a way. There is some flipping real assholes on the internet. And no matter what you do, if you become this, I think this is more relevant the more popular you are on the internet. If you're a small creator like ourselves, not so much, you know. But the more flippin' famous you get more hateful people. But Cecil's trying to make this justification why he's getting flippin' hate. Cecil's getting hate because he's a hateful person. He attracts hateful people.
We don't want to elevate ourselves anymore. It's better to bring other people down. Right? Let's not say my team is the shit. Let's say that team sucks. That team ain't shit. Fuck that quarterback. Fuck that guy. Fuck these people. Instead of uplifting yourself. Like right now, people are pissed off in the world because Brazil, when they score, they all get together and dance. Well, why are they dancing? Well, if you don't want them to dance, stop them from scoring, bitch. They got 11, you got 11. Put your foot out, bitch. Put your foot out. But we put other people down to make us feel better about ourselves. I don't do that shit. You could go...
Cecil does that on a daily basis, actually. He puts other people down to make himself feel special. And he's talking about all these people and all the hateful people in this world and stuff like that. Cecil has admitted and shared his childhood story that when he was 15, 16, 17, and he was living with his aunt. He'd done very naughty things to an 8 and 10-year-old, and then blamed the 8 and 10-year-old while he was 15, 16, 17, and then backed up that story. And then when he was getting more and more fucking called out for it, he says, fuck it, I'm going to throw all my viewers under the bus and say it's your fault because you edited the videos. And then he wonders why he gets hate. Along with that, he just fucking, he went through a period of time where he was involved in a number of different communities, and he used to go into people's chats and attack women and stuff. But he is the righteous one and we're all haters. This video has got nothing to do with you, Cecil. I have another main channel where I don't talk about you. I don't get hate there. I got fucking cancelled once, and I sorted it out within a couple of months. It was a pretty fucking squeaky bum fucking moment for that couple of months, but I made peace with the people that I pissed off. Do you know, actually I got fucking cancelled twice. I got cancelled twice for publicly saying, listen to this one, Cecil, publicly saying that I was in contact with Josh Lewis from Hope Paranormal, Cecil. And I got fucking, my viewers tore me to shreds. They ripped me apart for talking to Joshua Lewis. So don't call me a huff hater, Cecil.
Online, you'll find a lot of hate toward me. You know what you won't find? Me speaking ill of those who speak ill of me. You have never seen that shit, and you never fucking will. That's not what
I will. I speak ill of people that speak ill of me, but you'll never catch me speaking ill of people that don't.
Just like those two newsreaders didn't speak ill of you, but you decide to call them idiots. I rest my case, Your Honour. Goodbye and have a nice day.